playing copywritten music, so can't play it.
Oh well, don't. Yeah,
Yeah,
don't do that, cause damn it.
yeah. So I was over here jamming, waiting on you, waiting on you, waiting on
You.
me. Let me go ahead and do this while I'm at it. No, wrong one. Dang it.
Never gonna get it figured out.
There you go.
Oh, hey, our new screen.
Oh, you think? Oh yeah, we gotta change the date.
And we do have to change that. Yeah, you're right.
All right, hang on. Let me work on that while they pop in. Cause I can go here, go update titles. I can copy last week's.
Copy last week's.
Copy last week's, paste it in there. Go back 2 spaces, hit delete 2 spaces, change the date, hit update, and there we go.
Well, that was simple enough.
There you go.
You know. So I built this plane at work today, and like, dude, I don't know. It's a little disappointing, but got a chance to fly it. Is alright. I mean, it could be alright, but some of these planes, man, like, man, I got the idea and I don't kick it over so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's go studio mode. Let's go here. Let's pop this open right here. Let's go.
Hugga Tugga! Yeah, I guess we don't have to put update look on this one because we accomplished that.
Uh, we flying. We flying. That's the other thing. So let's go here. So I added this right here. Can you see that? That's no bueno. Can you see that? Can you hear me? Where did you go? Are you muted? What are you doing? Did you freeze? Your hand's not frozen, so I know you. I know you're still there. What are you doing? Fix your microphone. There you go.
How you not hear me?
There you go.
Now you can hear me?
Yes. Stop being.
Oh God, I hate this shit. So, however my setup is, when I plug in, when I launch, I have to leave it. And what I was I was using my speakers, so I wasn't using my headset. So now I gotta use, I gotta leave the headset. You need the mic on, but I gotta leave the headset off for the speakers. Oh, that just sucks balls. Where you is? Yeah, it looks good though.
Okay.
That's cool.
So this looks.
It's not
good.
no bueno. It's
Okay. So
it's
we got
cool.
we got one a day build, which we're gonna do. We still do need to update the look a little bit. Not necessarily this screen, but there's a couple other screens that we can touch up on.
Okay.
Because we still
We
got
promised
the video
to try
screens.
not to be boring about it, kids.
The video screens we gotta edit, and the multi-screen we gotta update. Like if we're gonna have multi-stream, like more than just us two.
Fair enough.
So, I can move this now. I don't need this.
Yeah, he don't need it.
I don't need that. So we can still do that. We got tech talk. We got our tangent. What else we got? What else we got? I guess tech talk can be the Ekron tech that I'm gonna try to. I might not wait a whole entire 2 weeks before I do this again. I got my 1-a-day build right here.
You built one or okay.
No,
okay. Wait, no, you're gonna build it.
Yeah, I gotta build.
You're gonna build it.
Yep.
Okay.
I got my one for today. I got the last 2 weeks sitting right there. I'll pull out. Oh my goodness, this is. Oh.
We are day 21 in, so yeah, 20 planes, which is about right. I think I got my stack.
Well, I don't have that many, do we? I mean, technically.
God, I'm never gonna get this right.
Did I take the others? Because the rest of them are right here. They're already built. They're right here.
See, yeah, there you go.
Oh my goodness, I got way too many stinking. Oh, all right, I'm gonna have to stop this. I can't do one of these.
What?
Got too many already.
You suck. You have all this planned out, and you talk about you got too many. What the?
Yeah, I got too many already. Well, this is about to be number 30.
Oh, so you're doing more than one a day.
No, I'm not. I'm counting the original Ekrons. This is number 30. I'm at number 30.
So it's just different for you.
Yeah, I didn't start Ekron on, I didn't start number 1 on October 1st. I was already...
Oh, that's right. Yeah. You had like 8 or something.
Yeah, I had like 8 or 10 of them in already. 9, 8, somewhere around there.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you not want 40 Ekrons by the end of this?
Apparently not. So any other topics we got? We got anything new?
Well, what the thing is, okay, you said you were going to dedicate the first month to Ekron, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, even if you did, you either knew you were going to get 40, or you could just build a couple other days of something else. It didn't have to be Ekron.
Yeah, well, I didn't really think that out. And apparently the weather didn't want to. Man, dude, I'm so ready to move. 2, I am so sick and tired of this rain. Dude, it is soaked out there. It just and it's not like it sprinkles. It's like torrential downpour every time it stinking rains. It dumps buckets. It's ridiculous. All right, let's
The Sunshine State, huh?
Yeah, let's transition. Let's get this thing going. How's it going, folks?
Hi, folks.
We flying. We here. We flying.
We here. We live. We gave you the update. We gave you the face. Now we're in it.
Now we got our updated look. Got our updated start screen. Got our updated actual, little scroll on the bottom. Look at that. It looks so professional now. I
can't believe we spent a year at the old one, considering what we could have stepped up to. We knew what we wanted. We just never did it.
We got the chat in the stream now, which is cool. Most people don't have that. We got that. We got the chat in the stream. Actually, a lot of people do have that. That's not the point. The point is we have that.
The point is
we have it, and we good.
And we're good.
And I have my 1-a-day right here, ready to build. I don't know what Dave's got. I don't know what he's doing over there. If you don't know by now, you should know who we are. I'm not going to go through that spiel.
He's NASA's.
Yeah.
That's Mark. I'm Dave.
I guess.
I'm with SIL.
I guess we are going to do that.
I just did it because he said I'm not going to do that.
I'm not going to do that. You can do that.
I'm not doing it. You should know us by now.
I'm not doing it because they should know by now.
Well, see, See, the thing is now that it's a new look, you might want to do it just because now we got new people,
Yeah,
new. So
yeah. All of a sudden, we just got so many new people.
no, the new look. I'm saying the new look. So if somebody who jumped in, it like they're used to seeing something one way, and they jump in, it's like, wait a minute, it's all different now.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think they would be asking that kind of question.
Okay, well maybe not, but it's good to be prepared.
I don't. I mean, because if they're brand new, the first time, they wouldn't expect anything else. They wouldn't know anything else. And if they're old, they knew that we were updating the stream. So either way, we good.
Okay, so he's trying to, yeah. All right, fine. You can say that if you want to say that, but we just don't
I'm
know.
using my analytical brain for a change.
That is different. That is different. It's like you're trying it out.
Man, I've been trying it out for a while, and I apparently have impressed all my management more than
Enough that they can make it to stop raining.
I wish. So apparently, green is the color of Ekron right now.
Green is the color. Okay.
Well, I wanted to try something out. I had this green paper. I've had it for a while, and I wanted to try something out. And dagnabbit, I'm trying to keep these in order, and it ain't working. That's 19.
I see that.
It's 21, 22. Okay, so that's 23. Okay, we're good there. And then I gotta grab these from last week. Because that's 18, 17. Okay.
It's like you're saving all those green sheets for the plane.
Well,
yeah.
Well, that wasn't the intent. But I figured, well, I didn't want them inside of each other. Why are they inside of each other when I just specifically said I don't want them inside of each other?
Because you only just said it, so it didn't know until just then.
But why is it that all of a sudden it's still trying to be inside of each other?
I got my command center all nice and organized finally. I put the monitors up where they need to be so the camera view is a little bit different, a little more direct because the monitors are mounted.
TV.
They're mounted to the desk now on a dual stand. That's why you can see a little bit of this thing over here on the right because the tablet is sitting over here, so I can do some writing. I put all the accoutrement for building in a little tray, so I could just bust out the tray immediately.
Oh, I got a tray too. Mine's a little bit bigger, and it's got some batteries and some other stuff in it. But
oh, that's just the paper airplane tray, so that doesn't.
Oh yeah, this is.
It doesn't entail.
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, like the cameras and shit, and like this tray that holds the pens and the scissors, and you can't really see it, but the cutters, yeah, that's in a separate thing over here, so that's not going to be in that tray because that's always near hand anyway.
That's a lot of planes already.
It's 40, dude. We're 21 days in.
Yeah, but this is only 14. Technically, should be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
What you?
6.
You did understand
7.
how this was going to turn out when you said one a day. We're going to have.
9.
We're going to end up with 300 planes.
11.
360 planes.
12, 13, and then 14. Yeah. So I knew that was going to be 14. Oh my goodness. I didn't realize how many 14 planes look like. Look like 14 apparently.
Hey, wait till you get to 20. Wait till you get to 50.
Well, this is
Have you
numbered.
ever had wait a minute though. You've had a pry fly stack that big. You had Thunderbolts. You had many Thunderbolts, didn't you?
A long time ago. Long time ago.
So anyway, he's got some planes going on. I hope you guys do too.
Oh my goodness. I don't even know what to do with these. I'm not going to be able to do all of these tonight.
Well, you don't have to. You can just do a couple of them with.
Well, that's the thing. Like the plan was to do all of them with new tech, like different tech than what I did last week. But like, I'm not going to do all 14 of these tonight.
Well, you can if we get started.
Oh man, that's a lot. I'm already being.
You're only gonna do like. You're only gonna do one tech, right?
Oh, on these, I don't know. That's the thing.
Oh.
I
Well,
don't know.
again, if you were looking to find something out, you were probably only going to do one tech because you just needed to be able to see what was going to help, right?
Well, true. What I need to do is actually just not cut the fin into it and see what that does. Because I don't think I have one without a fin. Do I?
Yeah, which is technically your base model. Because, well, I mean, I thought your first one didn't have it,
Did it?
or your second one didn't have it.
It might.
I thought one of them didn't have it.
One of them might not have it. But I gotta have a couple more
Yeah.
to test it out.
Well, incidentally, that could be. I mean, that is your like. That should be your base model. So I mean,
Well, what if this one became the base model, not this one? This one.
I mean, I guess it could.
because
It's totally up to you. I
because
just
the STE was cut in it from day one.
right. Well, I mean, that could be your base model. I mean, if you want to put.
This one had the little streaks on the top. Look at them. It's so sweet.
I mean, if you want to, yeah, that's the thing. If you want to say that, yeah, the fins are part of the base model, you can. It's up to you.
These are. This is definitely different. I've
Yeah.
done this since like almost the beginning, but this is new.
What's going on, Powerhouse?
Ah, look at that.
You could, like, okay, if that's the way the base model was, like, it's the way the first one, you could say that and just, that would be kind of funny, though, because then it would be almost like a stripped down if you decide to not cut the fins in, say that's like, okay, this is a mod because the base model has fins.
Yeah,
But again, that could be the way you went. So it's up to you how you want to play that.
I think I did. I don't know. I'd have to look at the number one. Number
I was pretty sure. The thing is, I was pretty sure you had built even the first one. You built it plain, and I convinced you to put the fins into it later. So, like you said, the STE might be the base model, but I think the fins are a later addition anyway.
Yes, the STE.
I don't think you intended.
The
I don't think you
STE
intended
is
to
the
put those
base
in.
model. The STE is
Yeah.
the base model. But
But the fins, that's like later. So like you didn't go in with that saying I'm going to put fins in it.
yeah,
You went in saying we're going to put STE in it. So
yeah. But I do have this paper here.
oh, that's orange. That can't be an Ekron because you said Ekron's green. So
No,
that's got to
this
be
is
something
pink.
different.
This is
Oh,
pink.
pink.
And I've already
My
made
bad.
some pink ones. And this is going to be the next like couple of days of Ekron. Now that I've made the green, I'm going to make a bunch of the pink ones. Still got a couple more green sheets over here though. I might save
And did
those.
you guys get the roundels yet?
Dang nabbit. That's horrible marketing.
Well, you saw them repeatedly. I mean, I can bust them out again if you want. You know what they look like. Actually, I could bust them out, but I'd have to find them because I'm not entirely sure where they're at.
Okay, so I got that.
I believe I know where they're at, but
Yeah.
I have to go get them.
So yeah, we
'Cause
got.
I'm going to be in the
we got
I'm going to be in the
videos
process
out.
after weeding out all the ones I got hung up. I'm going to put roundels on all the ones that survived. So I'm going to go through them fairly rapidly after I start putting them on the wings of everything. And folks, he said he's got his one a day right there for us.
Yep. Yep. This one is something that I've been doing those last 2 weeks. Is taking the. So this is a 5x6 inch, not a 6x6. I take the leftover of the paper and turn it into another semi-looking square.
A semi-looking square.
So yes, it would be a rectangle. But no, it's not it's not the traditional rectangle. It's just 1 inch smaller on the. I hate when I do When it's
we were
smaller
going to let him.
on one of the sides.
We were going to let him see the error of his ways, people.
You are stupid.
I have built, from my one a day earlier on, I built a another burst aircraft. Came out okay,
Oh, what?
but I tried to add a little bit of that
Would
that-
you, like,
that
burst
touch
into
that we-
flames?
that touch that we had when we put no nose on it, because I really want to get that no nose thing working. Yeah. So I built one of those, and I flew it, and it sucked at first. Then I increased the anhedral size. I put 2 staples in the nose because I cut so much weight out, even though the burst aircraft don't really have that much weight up there to begin with. So I put 2 staples in. It sucked. Increased the anhedrals. Took a staple out. Now it's kind of cool, but I need a little bit more flights. So, I mean, I could build another one.
Number 30. You guys saw it here. October 21.
Day 21 of the one a days. He's a little bit ahead of the curve because Ekron did not run all out.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, you know.
And so you should.
Oh, he did only one a day? Yeah, well, of course. I only did one a day, too. Ekron's just ahead because I didn't start at number 1 because number 1 was already built.
Well, I mean, by the same token, there's also Marlo from Faro back in the day. He made us a contest one time and was talking about how many. He was like going for a maximum. How many could you possibly build in one day? That one was crazy because that had us going like.
I'm not trying to do that.
That one had us building in wee time. This was when we was in school though, so there was like all kinds of crazy times we built, and I think I cranked out like 67. Again, they're bodies, but I think he beat me though. So actually, no, wait, no, crap. I think Sind actually beat us by building like 84. I think his was the number that was 84. Because me and Marlo built like about the same amount. It was really strange. I mean, like, you get classes where you have nothing better to do, you can crank some shit out. But, I mean, one a day is simple. It doesn't take that much time. You know, like, we did it that one show. Remember the pregame show, as it were?
Yeah.
You know, it took us to what, 8 minutes?
Well, yeah, you saw how long that took. That took less than 2-3 minutes.
Yeah. So, I mean, shit, you could do it while driving. Stop at a red light. Oh, I got to get my one a day done. Quick flip, and you got it, you know, so.
Oh, my goodness, no. Folks, don't do that. Don't listen. Don't do that. I don't want to be held liable when you get into an accident because you were building.
I'm not saying while driving. I just said in the car.
Well, yeah, but some people are going to try that because now they built it at a stoplight. Well, let me see if I can build it while I'm driving 90 down the freeway.
Well, yeah, you could try that too.
No, you can't.
No, we do not condone that action. Do not be building planes while driving.
Do not.
You've never seen that.
Do not build planes in the car.
You've never seen. You've never seen that on the sign overhead. You might have seen all kinds of things about buckle up, pay attention. It's kind of all encompassing. There's never been a don't fold a plane while driving.
Don't fold a plane while driving.
In the car.
In the car. or milk a cow. Or milk a cow.
Or the police.
Because apparently that's what I'm doing.
I wasn't going to say that, but it kind of looks like, yeah, you were like, oh, milking the
like,
cow.
Milking a cow. I'm like, no, that's driving. This is driving.
For all you agricultural-based people out there who might be listening and watching, don't build a plane while milking a cow.
Yeah, those people are crazy too.
I'm just saying. I mean, I don't know about paper cuts on you, but if I got a paper cut on my udder, I think it would hurt.
I'm done with you. I'm done. I'm done with you.
I'm not the one coming up with new hands on there. So how much tech are you thinking about talking? You want to put on there? Like you just want to do a couple? Or?
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even
You made
care.
it sort of. Your RR7 wasn't the new part. The hunter killer part is. What did you do? Do you have the tech sheet handy?
Are you talking to me?
Well, I'm talking to you.
Are you talking to me? Well, we can test this theory out. We can test this theory out and go right here, and then go right here.
You've been watching some of Ben's stuff, eh, Robert?
How is that complete? That is not complete.
The card stock. I like how it makes it look like my sheet of paper, which is in landscape mode, now looks like it's in portrait mode without turning it.
Dude,
boy, that could confuse the hell out of people.
Dude, why is that? Okay, so where is the...
There's something you gonna, speaking of which, Rob, you thinking about putting that, is that gonna be in the core? Is that something you want to start up, or are you just like working on this new design so far? I got something like that too. I had one built out of like...
weird.
Well, I built one out of construction paper, but I think I burned it because, man, construction paper, dude, Jesus. Where were you getting the complete from? What were you talking about? Complete? Okay. Whoa, there's big now.
Well, that's I fixed that.
Yeah, at least it doesn't look like it's in portrait mode. Oh, I'm a cute little postage stamp.
Okay, so dagnabbit. Now I gotta hold this button way over here and drag it down.
You guys can't see what he's doing. I know it looks kind of funky right now, but you know what I'm saying? It can kind of look like that. So, my chief was building a plane today.
Okay.
He said it's like the only thing.
That is so weird.
I thought it was kind of funny.
You just saw what I did.
Yeah, I just saw what you did.
And just, that's so weird. It still looks...
Yeah, I know. It's like, okay, so we're folding it landscape here, and then you're looking at that screen. It's like, no, you're not. You're folding it freaking portrait. I see it. And why do you have such long fingers? Well, the people made me this way.
Okay, so...
And I feel that I should say this.
So if I pull up...
No.
If I pull up...
Pull up, Goose.
Let's open up a new window.
He's trying this. Again, y'all can't see this, but he's making it. We're not going to make it as boring as we did before. I'm like building my plane here. I need to have some cardstock myself so I could actually... The whole plane's built out of cardstock. You ever get any of that document paper you can get? Like, stuff you're supposed to put your resume on? Or like, actually, no, I shouldn't say that. Stuff you're supposed to put like certificates on, which is like really thick shit. Get a hold of some of that. You know? Some dude... Who was it that was talking about... Oh, man. I don't know if you guys remember this. Either one of y'all. Like, there was a dude that was on here, and he was talking about how he made... he was making it out of carbon paper. The hell do you make a plane out of carbon paper? Isn't it just like... I mean, like, seriously. Every time I've actually touched it, it, like, tears easily. How do you do that? I'm thinking what he thinks is carbon paper and what I think are carbon paper are two different things. What the fuck? Okay, I know what he did, but I don't know why he did it that way.
Oh my goodness, that's insane. So I do have to do a little bit of changing around every time I do that, but not a big deal.
Not a big deal, he says.
Oh, that's even better. I'm glad I did the update.
He's really in control of himself, people. He's really in control.
Okay, so
It's that plane that everybody has. Don't worry about it, people.
whoa,
Everybody knows how to build this damn thing.
Where's your?
Some people are better than others.
Okay, so here's the tech. It's not.
It's not?
Oh, it is perfect. It doesn't have the. Oh, that doesn't have the. You need to have the.
Apparently this was like the plane that everybody knows how to build. Like, seriously. This is my second one today. My other one's legit. This one is, like, you know, the plane everybody knows how to build. Truthfully speaking, I think this might only be the second time I've ever built this particular plane. But I'm sure you guys recognize. Like, everybody had this damn thing. Everybody can fly this. This is the one you make around the office that just, you know, crushes the competition.
Oh, that's not what I
Okay, hold on. What am I doing? I'm making a more advanced version of this. I'm going to make it out of cardstock too eventually. See, that's the thing. Like, it's kind of like having.
I guess.
It's kind of like having the real planes.
All right,
you know,
so
like,
let's transition that over.
So people can see it. All right.
So yeah, you wanted the tech sheet. There it is.
And now people can see the tech sheet, so that we can also reference what it is that he's probably going to put on Ekron for us, or for himself rather. But the hell?
What?
What was that?
What is what?
You didn't hear that. It was me that heard that. Skype just made a funny noise.
Oh, yeah, no, I didn't hear nothing.
Skype's being funny. Kind of scary when Skype is funny.
And that's so crazy that I can do that.
Okay. But anyway. So, oh, what I was getting at is like, okay, so he's going to probably put something like this on there and use the sheet to reference what he's going to put on there, right? I mean, that's what you wanted to do?
What you was talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, are you not teching Ekron or what?
I'm going to. You hush your mouth.
Okay. So you teching Ekron, we see what you got.
You teching Ek. Mike and Ike, you teching Ek.
Now, what I was thinking of here was, like, okay, we talk about how, like, okay, we don't build, for example, in real life, we don't build biplanes anymore. I mean, we do, but they're not, like, common use. We've moved on from the biplane, right? Because we advanced. Well, what if biplanes, like, okay, if you were to build a modern biplane, you would have modern stuff on it, right? Like, you would have modern avionics, a modern engine, modern materials. It probably wouldn't be built out of cloth, right? It would be built with our knowledge now. I mean, hell, you may be able to build a swept wing biplane, because typically biplanes only ever had straight wings, right? So basically we'd have all the new ideas incorporated into the old design.
Oh, so, my goodness.
That's all I'm getting at with this.
I don't know how this is going to work, but we're going to put a slanted fuselage on this thing.
Aha, okay. Okay, see, there you go. That's what I'm talking about.
It kind of came to me. Oh,
well, that's almost like in front of you, and yeah.
Oh my.
How big of a slant we talk?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, people! You got to look at this. We
see it. It's in front of us.
You got to. Oh my.
Okay, so And yes, I said queso.
Look at that slant. Do you see that slant?
I do see that slant.
That is a
Okay.
slant. That is a... Dude, that is almost a 1-inch slant in the back.
Damn, I didn't know you had enough fuselage to do that.
I don't.
He doesn't. Okay.
I mean, it's still tiny. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to put how big I'm gonna have to put these anhedrals on here. I'm gonna slant these a little bit too.
You're probably gonna have to. I mean, just because of the degree of slant the wings are to keep it, I would assume, some sort of symmetrical down the center line. Oop.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it as drastic, but I'm gonna do it pretty. I'm gonna do it slightly.
So, like I said, basically what we're doing is we're taking the old traditional, one of everybody's, depending on how you were brought up and what you saw, one of your first planes, and just modifying it.
Oh my goodness! Look at that. We gonna have us a handy dandy. Look, oh my. And it's got ST. Oh, look at that.
And it's got the STE.
Look at that. It's not straight in the back. It's slanted in the back. You can't really tell. It's not a whole lot.
No, right.
But
Right.
you can. It's just enough to give it this cool little look. Oh man, that's cool. Oh, look at the nose, man. Look at the nose.
It's really sharp now, yeah.
It comes to a weird looking point. It's almost like a triangle at the nose.
Yeah, mine kind of looks like that on this thing.
Yep. Yeah, that's weird. I wasn't trying to do
But
that.
that's what happens when you slant it that much.
Well, that's also, yeah. But I don't have this fold. I don't have the wing pocket tucked into the fuselage either. I never completed that as a full triangle.
Oh,
That's what
okay,
gives it, that's what
so,
gives it this wing pocket up here.
right.
That's what gives it this, you know. So because it doesn't slant, it doesn't go all the way in and meet the other one. It now has this. It has this weird looking. Oh my goodness! I don't know how well this is gonna work.
Well, you got to test it out to find out. You don't know, but
I do.
of course it rains all the time, so
I ain't gonna be able to fly it.
you can have all this cool tech to try out when it ever stops raining. The Sunshine
I don't
State.
even know if how do you even close this up?
Well, traditionally, if you got one like that where the slant is so deep, you can either put a staple on the low end of the fuselage up near the nose, or you could just tape the top, the wings, the four wings together right up here. Depends on how heavy you want it to be and what you want to use. So that's like the only option you got. It doesn't wrap anymore. There's no fuselage to wrap on your nose. Your nose is now coming more from the wings.
I know, so I'm gonna have to.
So mine's got the tail plane in it.
So I'm gonna have to. I stapled that just to kind of hold it.
Yeah.
So let's do this. Let's
And what I would term winglets. These things are a little bit smaller than average. But
see if I can just tape.
what else can we do to these?
So let's tape that
most basics of
that,
designs.
and see if I can just trim the tape along the.
Let's see what else we can do. I know what else we can.
And then just wrap that because that's trimmed. Take this piece and Hold on to
Basically,
that.
what I'm gonna do is take this old classic and turn it into something
Take that. And then
advanced.
trim that up. So let's see if that'll hold. I wonder if I can. I might staple the wings right there too. Might be what I do.
Yeah?
I might staple the wings right here at the front. Over through the tape.
Not exactly how I planned this, but what can you do, huh? What can you do? Gonna have to recover this. So, in my new plane tray, I got my new plane tray here.
Well, I'm glad plane tray is here because I don't know what we do with, non-plane tray.
Well, I mean, like I can't understand why I never had that before, but normally because I usually had
Woo-wee, look at that.
normally had all my stuff together, so this is a little different.
Oh, there we go. We got some solitude up there. Oh, we straight now.
Are we straight now? Is that what you're trying to say?
We straight. What's poppin'? Brand new plane, just built it.
Well, it was like, yeah, it's the new plane with new tech, so. Right?
Yeah.
Basically. Damn. I have to catch this thing just the right way to make sure I get it at the right spot. When you get technical about your builds, you have to watch all your stuff, when you learn everything needs to make it just so, you start watching all the little stuff. Like, I mean, as a kid, you cut it, you probably wouldn't even cut it, you just rip it. Like, oh, okay. Because you want to try something. But then you get older and you realize how important it is if you really want it to fly good. How everything needs to be even and smooth,
You can't
crisp.
rip it. You can't rip it.
Like you start measuring all kinds of crap.
Oh, dude, look at that. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I want to know how this thing flies. I really do.
Well, I want to know when it's going to stop raining.
I do. If you got that answer, please let me know. Go ahead and put that down in the chat.
Because nobody it's like constant hurricane here all the time. Florida, that is.
Dude, it is insane. Okay, so the average rainfall apparently is like 3 inches for this time of year, for this time frame, or whatever they said on the news. We're at 10.5.
So what you're saying is you get
But
some rain.
I'm like, they're lying because I got 10.5 puddles of water in my backyard. They're like, the thing's like 3 feet deep. There's no way that's 10.5 inches of rainfall. Dude, it rained 10.5
Basically, what
inches
you're telling us is it's a lot of rain.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I'm like, I think you're lying to me. But even so, even if that is accurate, we're like 3 or 4 times the amount of rain than we normally get. Which is ridiculous. And it's not even because of a hurricane.
Like, you would probably get less rain if a hurricane showed up.
I would. Because then it would blow the storms out of the, we get the hurricane and it'd be clear for quite a few days.
Is it raining right now?
It rained like 4 hours ago.
Oh.
Like torrential downpour.
By the time you probably be like trying to get home and maybe or
That's
like
exactly
getting off
what it
at
is.
work so you could like fly something.
If it's not pouring down all day, like it has been like some days, then like even like you okay, so if it's not pouring down like all day or even like right as I'm getting off, within the hour and a half that I get home, by the time I get home and get some food and relax for a second, it's pouring down rain. or it's
Gotta hate it when
thundering and lightning, and you're like, well, no, here it comes, because I can't go outside because I'm gonna get soaked. I mean, I've just got puddles everywhere. It's just insane. And on top of that, these honeybees decided to come make a nest near me in my yard at my camper.
honeybees.
Yeah.
Are you sure they're honeybees?
I think they're honeybees. But they dead bees now.
They did bees.
Yep. The guy came out, killed the queen. And I'm sorry if you guys feel that way about me paying somebody to kill some bees. Normally, I would probably have them relocated under normal circumstances, but it was urgent. And 2, I got kids and I ain't trying to wait no longer. And they hadn't even started building anything, and they were just swarming everywhere, starting to try to figure out.
They probably weren't honeybees. They're probably killer bees. So you probably did a service.
He said he didn't know for sure. Like, he couldn't tell. Like, not that he was really trying to look, because that's not what I paid him to do.
Right.
But he didn't really try to take a close look at them. But he said there have been a lot of those around, so. And they were the African killer bees, is what he said.
The Africanized bees, yeah.
Yeah. So, it's possible. Don't those make honey?
I think they make honey, but at a vastly reduced number or something like that.
Well, they're
not as
hundreds
beneficial.
of them.
Well, I mean, it's impossible to get them because they're a lot more,
Africanized bees are
a lot more energetic, so it takes a lot more to get to them to get their honey. I could be wrong about that, though, but I thought I read about that.
Yeah.
Dude, the last time I did a report on killer bees, I was in like 3rd grade. Come on.
Oh, well. You actually did a report on killer bees?
I did a report on killer bees.
I can't remember the last time I actually did a report.
Well, I mean, again, it was 3rd grade. That could be the last time I did a report. Well, I probably did one in high school, but.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know I did them, but I'm saying I don't barely remember what I did them on.
Okay, so your report now is on the tech of the plane that you made. It would be a flying report, but rain.
Yeah, got a slanted fuselage, high slant too. That goes from nothing to almost an inch. It goes from like a.
Mine goes from nothing to 2 1/4 inches.
Well, I don't have that much. I can't do that.
Yeah, because you don't have. Yeah, because this is one of those long planes.
Yeah, I can't. Do
I just
that.
got done. I was just finished putting the canards on it.
That doesn't have enough wing.
Oh no, it don't have enough wing.
It don't
And
have
now it's got
enough
the
wang.
canards.
Don't have enough wang.
Wang computers.
Yeah, wang some. Why is it got to stick in a hole in the?
What?
In the wang. Why don't you put a hole?
Well,
in
there's
the
got to
other
be a
one?
hole.
Why don't you put a hole in the other
Got to
one?
be a hole. Oh, you mean I should even that out?
That hole in the wang on the edge.
I suppose.
That might mess with it, or tape it up. But then again, you're adding weight.
I am at weight, although there's like 5 pieces of tape now up here.
So one little piece of I mean, it still might throw it off a little bit.
So far, so good. This thing flies. Oh no! Okay, now it doesn't.
Too much weight.
Okay, the canards. Okay, the canards I put on it. The first flight I did, when I threw it, it went straight, really, really straight. Now that I put canards on it, now it pulls up like crazy.
It's the hole in the wang. Everybody pulls up when they got a hole in the wang. Can't get away if I got a hole in my wang.
Would you have expected a plane of this design with like the wing going into the plane? Would you have expected this to actually have stalled? I would not have expected a stall.
Oh, what?
That's kind of crazy.
What's this notification? Oh, IVPAC low. Oh, okay.
Yeah. What he said, yeah. So I probably have about the same amount of flying space as I did back in the old place. If y'all like, Mark would probably remember. Mark remembers like if I threw from the desk and hit the sliding glass door. So I can't aim for a sliding glass door now. It's on the opposite. It'd be on my east wall, which is basically into the ground since I'm in the basement. But from my bay window over there, it's probably about the same distance. So I'm striving to hit that wall, and I can't hit it. Not with this plane. So maybe able to hit it with the Hagataka here, but I probably can't hit it with this one. Not anymore. Not since I put the canards on it. The canards really kind of screw it up. Well, what we can do is we can make this bigger, better, and better, and bigger. Right? We can do that.
Mm-hmm.
We can do that because it's what we do. So, I missed the cut. See, what happens is sometimes you think you're making it even, and your folds are a little bit off, and then it's no longer even. It's not what what you were trying to do when you started. So I'm figuring if I make these a little bit smaller, the effect will be less. This is getting into like Y13 territory when I'm trying to control the size of how much lift they provide at their position. It's really amazing considering like that these little things like this right here provide that much lift. That it turns a plane that was like essentially a missile into something that pulls up and stalls. Seriously, that's what it was doing. So one of these techs, when you decide to try it, if you decide to go the canard route,
Yeah.
it'll shock you for that reason, because these little things these are kind of sizable up front. I mean, think about it. These two pieces right here, when you see the size compared to what size of wing is in front of them, it's like almost doubling the front end wing. So there's a lot more lift up here, even being trimmed down. So yeah, it stalls now. So that's what you should put on your next one. You gave that one slanted fuselage, you should put canards on the next one. That'll be number 2.
Anybody got time for that?
Come on, you can put canards on there. That's simple.
Anybody got time for that?
Wait, when you do your slanted trailing edge, you cut that off, right? Or is that folded in?
What do you mean?
The slanted trailing edge on Ekron, is that cut off or is it folded in?
It's cut.
It's not built in? It's cut.
Yeah.
Okay, so take the cut off and put the cutoffs on the front end of the wing, and that gives you the canards.
Oh, I don't do. This is what is cut off.
Oh, it's really small.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, it's a small one because of how small the plane is.
Right. Okay. I guess you can't really use. That wouldn't be a lot. I mean, you could do it. It would just look strange. All right, fine. Well, what about you could just make some out of like a different sheet.
Yeah, which is why I got all these sheets of paper right here.
Okay.
All these little extras.
All the little extras.
All the little extras that I yeah.
Okay, so can you cut like a fin-looking device? A pair of fins out of one device there, and then you could use that as
what?
A paraffin. Yeah.
A paraffin.
That's like terrapin, only without the T and the P backwards, and a fin. You know how it goes. So, like, basically, we showed this on the show before. All you got to do is you take that damn thing and you just put, like, you cut the little, you know what I mean. You do this right here. Cut that there design right there into there. and then you have that. Just cut that.
A what?
You see that, right? Cut
I
that.
do see that.
Yeah, just cut that in there. Well, I mean, okay, you want to put it so that it's folded, so you make the other side look the same way. You cut it, the other side down here, so that there's two of them and it's folded. But then when you put it in there, that way they're the same size, and just tuck that into the plane you made.
I don't know.
And then you have the canards.
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
You can do this, man. You can do this. I got faith in you.
Why don't you just put a winch on it?
I was wondering where you went.
Just put a
You
winch.
had said you were there, and you mentioned the card stock, and then he bleeped out. Had to be the phone. Had to be the phone.
Yep.
Okay, if you don't want to do the canard, what else you want to put on it then? Or do you not? Because you said you want to do one or two, right? Or you just want to do one? What did you want to do? What other ones did you want to do? Anything? Is that speaking of which, is that sheet that you pulled up yours, or just the one everybody can see? Because I didn't know if you were going to bring that one up and then mark on it that you put the slanted fuselage on there or not.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was easier to get cardstock planes back at... Dude, really? Well, that's like the best way to begin with paper plane making is working in a paper mill. Man, I always wonder what that'd be like. They give you gas masks, because I know that place stank. I remember we had a paper mill up the road from our place. You couldn't smell it from the house, but when you went driving by it, yeah, you knew you was driving by it. It smelled like Gary, Indiana. Okay, so mine stalled. So, okay, well, what are you going to do? You going to do something?
That's a good question. I have no idea.
You built that other one. I mean, was it going to be one? Was it going to be two? What you going to do?
I don't know. I don't know.
I was going to see, you know what this was, right? This was, Hagataka is a way to get you to get over your fear of staples. I did that on purpose. I mean, it gave you a cool design, but it's like it requires the 3 staples to make it what it is, and it flies good with them. It flies real good with them. Now I just need to give you one more design that has a whole bunch of holes in it, so you can be not so scared of holes anymore. God, that plane's good. Ow! Hagataka is a world beater, man. I saw that. Where'd it go? I saw that. Hey, I would imagine anything getting hit in the face with the interceptors or whatever, man, we probably still carry the scars of the interceptors we had back in the day of throwing each other's interceptors. Well, basically, no, that wasn't each other's. That was just me throwing javelins. We were throwing javelins at each other a lot. And we learned that we didn't want to get hit with javelins too much. Javelins can be quite painful. And I usually put a pin in their noses, so it's even worse. We didn't do that. We threatened that, but we didn't do that. Because we're nice people. So you making a comment about the fingers that look like long because of that screen we got up there. Is that the screen they can see?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah. So wait. Is that our sheet? Is that our sheet? Is that our sheet or is that your sheet?
Well, that's your sheet.
Oh.
That's your sheet.
Well, okay, I see. There's my planes on it, but I mean, is that the one you're using to record You're tech on or not?
Actually, no. That's not.
Oh, good God. I thought about that. Well, yeah, but you got two different ways. I mean, if you make it out of cardstock or if you taper it. I mean, if you tape the hell out of it, you're still not damaging it. Hell, when you put tape all over it, you could leave it out in a rainstorm. Cardstock can get wet and get hurt. That would still require like a whole new set of designs, would it not?
Yep.
I mean, yeah, I couldn't build a phase. He couldn't build an Ekron, I don't think, out of cardstock and expect it to be the exact same plane it was without it, because it's regular paper that makes it do what it does. Speaking of that, which month is Dagger?
Oh, I'd have to look at the sheet.
Okay.
I'd have to look at the other sheet.
I was wondering how long it was until we ventured out into Dagger land. I don't know. I didn't see him. He didn't stop
weird.
in last week, did he? What?
All right, let me pull it up. All right, let me do that. Dagger is January.
Dagger is January, okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's your sheet, okay. Because you already have the X's on the shit that you did put on Ekron. Okay.
Yep.
What happens? What happens if you have a tech that you can try on something like, say, well, the Spider's got a Delta Diamond. What if you have a tech that you put on a Delta Diamond, like you came up with it tomorrow? What would you do? Would you put it on there then, or would you wait until November?
Wait, okay, what? What you say?
I said if you had a tech that like you could only put on a Delta Diamond of some kind, say it was Spider, and you came up with this idea tonight or tomorrow, would you wait until November to do it, or would you go ahead and do it?
Well, considering we're only a couple weeks, yeah, I'd probably wait. But if it was in the beginning of the month, I don't know.
I'm curious because you got you got a ways to go until you get to. I mean, I was using Spider as an example. I mean, what if you were further away than that? What if it was going to be going on Firecat or Swallow? You know, what if it could only go on Swallow? What would you do?
Oh yeah, I'd wait.
Damn. Hope you don't forget by that.
I might.
I guess you'd put it on video.
Well, yeah, we might have to go back, write it down, and go back.
Luckily, we don't have too much of that issue going on right now. But shoot him at shoot OAE and mail just to see if he's what's up, what he's doing. I don't know. I hope he didn't die in a fire.
Yeah, right.
I laugh, but I don't mean to be rude. It's just like, dude. I mean, unfortunately, that's where we're at. That shit could happen. Or at least he lost all of his stuff in the fire. I mean, no, people don't. I guess there's not too many deaths about it. People usually, you don't wake up, you don't go to sleep and then wake up in the middle of a fire. It burns slowly. Relatively,
yeah. They kind of have an idea.
That's why they evacuate people.
Yep.
They should evacuate people with all this rain problem you got going on down there.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah, you guys are going to need like boats after a while. I mean, screw building these paper planes. You need to build a paper boat so you can get the hell out of there. Of course, you're going to have to make it out of cardstock or else it'll just freaking sink. But hey, that's what we're discussing. So, wait. So, again, though, this is all you gonna do? You ain't gonna put another tech on something? I was kind of anticipating watching you have another one on there, or helping you out with it, depending on what it was. You should try something complex like Pisces. or not.
Yeah.
Didn't like that idea? Pisces isn't as complex as it sounds. I mean, you just gotta cut a sheet of paper into a cylinder like we had before and put it on there. You can do that, right? Or the canard. I'm gonna try. We'll try to sell you on this canard, man. Seriously, you can do it. Or better yet, you can get the roundels. and I forgot. So supposedly there's a way we can, like, I saw this in one of the videos a couple days back. Supposedly there's a way we could puncture a fold near the rudders of the planes. Kind of like flips the tail up, but it's supposed to give it like a rounded look. Like, dude, I can't remember the video. I have to try to find the link again. But it's like pushing your rudder. It's already down. Pushing it up like you would if you do a UFR, the upright fin from rudder. But then, like, I guess you could use a pen. You could use a straw or something and bend the paper around it so it's kind of round. I brought that up because of Pisces. It's like, I don't know if there's a point to actually having something round back there. I think it would just act as drag. But I'm not sure. I've never tried something like that. I've put the two Pisces on in place of the anhedrals before. It kind of worked.
You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking about putting these on it. On the next one.
Which one? What? That cut there?
Yeah,
Oh.
Those little things that Dalton.
Yeah.
These little bitty ones that are on Spider.
You haven't put that on Ekron yet? I thought you did that on one of the Ekrons.
I don't think I put it on Ekron. Did I put it on Ekron? I don't think I put the little one on Ekron. I think I put the big one.
Oh, not that small.
Yeah, not that small.
You put, like, I don't know what you would. I don't know. We should probably have a sizing system for those so we know what the hell we're talking about. Like Dalton size is like micro, because obviously the ones you got, yeah, because like the ones you, well, like the ones you've got on Ekron now, that one that you just had up there, the one that's orange, pink, whatever the hell that one.
Pink. You talking about the big one?
Yeah. Those are like small. They're not micro, but they're not regular size that I would consider regular size, because the regular size ones you'd probably cut even further outside of the wing.
Because I could do it down like that too, and then boom.
Oh yeah, definitely. Matter of fact, chances are they'll probably like down more than they'll like up.
You think?
I don't know if I have a phase 4. Do I have a phase 4? Yeah, well, I've got a phase 6. Got a phase 6A. Okay, but like that one. I mean, okay, there's a phase 6, but...
Oh yeah, those are huge.
Those are huge, relatively. And that's what I was talking about. Is like yours would be this size if... Well, okay, maybe a little bit smaller than this.
Get that? So I'm going to have to do that on something this size.
Yeah, probably, to get something that way. Yeah, but you have to alter the folding to get that too, because you need more left to give you enough space to do that. In which case, you might not. I don't know. That would be Ekron.
I went with this one, but this is.
That's of a fashion, but that's almost as big as you can make them, because you can't really, that's a reverse slant trailing edge. So to get that, I mean, you can't really. I mean, I don't know how much more you could cut into it before it's starting to like hurt the plane more than help the plane. Really like to know how that one flies. because if it still flies good, then you could go further in if you wanted to.
Yeah, and then make those bigger.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't know how much wing area Ekron needs to fly as good as it can.
I don't know.
So,
That's why I'm saying. That's why I wanted to try this, because this versus, where's the? I don't have it. Where's it at? Where's it at? I don't have
it's in
it.
his face somewhere, people.
Dagnabbit, did I move it?
Yeah, you probably did. You
I
probably
did, because I have all the ones from before, and then I have all the ones that I haven't built, and then they're all gotta be over there, aren't they? Yeah, they're over there.
Oh, he knows. He knows.
Oh,
Yeah, but anyway,
That's a 6, which is a little bit different. Can't believe I don't have a 4 present. I've got like quite a few 6s.
Oh, yes. Oh, that's.
4s
Dude, I
must
cut
be
into
hanging
that
up a
one.
different spot.
See,
I've got quite a few
I was
sticks.
doing that with those too. Okay, so there's numero.
I'm actually going through the line right now. What are the benefits of having
I
6
do
now?
was over here.
That's a 6. There's no 4s.
Don't tell me I lost them all.
Oh hell, you did not lose them already. You could not have lost them.
Did I put them in the? Did I put them in the box? Is it what I did?
Oh bloody hell!
Is that what I did? I put them in the box.
Did you?
I
You put them in the box already?
number one.
Oh yeah, you might have. No, you were really adamant about getting those things put away right away.
Yep. Yep. No, number one has. Number 1 and 2 both have tails. They don't. They're fit. The upright fin. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, right.
Are you sure? Do you know?
No, I know. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Because I have number 3, which is right. This is number 6, but number 3. Number 3, right? No, that's number 5. Number 3 doesn't have anything. It's just that.
I'll show you this here.
But no, number 1 and 2 both look like this. With that.
Oh, okay, okay.
So they look like that.
Did they? You had a chance to fly those, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, 1 and 2. Because remember, they got stuck on the roof.
right. Yeah.
So, this is number 6, which is a huge one that's cut out of it. Let's go transition back over for these guys
Okay, sure.
so they can see.
So
all
yeah,
the stuff.
see, like this one. Okay, here's a good example. This is a phase 4, but you see the way I've cut this one in.
Dude, that's
This one's got a
ridiculous.
unique version.
Dude, that's ridiculous. Why would you go do that?
All I did with this one was this is about the right size, the standard size for what these are. What I consider the standard size. They're about
Like halfway to 3/4 of the way out of the wing.
but I cut the notch in instead of following the slanted trailing edge out. The notch is inward, so it's a little bit more of a sting tail, as you were. This thing flies really good. This thing still flies really good, and it was built June 23rd of 1995.
Oh my
And it's
goodness.
built, as you can see, with even the hole. And again, looking at it, you see this built out of notebook paper. There's a hole in that wing, and it doesn't care. Doesn't matter. That thing flies really good. But using a different version of it, there's also another 4 here. And this is showing you a different example. When you play with these tails, you have a lot of different variations of these tails. You see the way this one is. This one I was able to cut like the regular before I cut the STE into it. This was the standard back where the trailing edge was. So I simply cut that out there and then stopped once it got to the tail and left that one alone. So all that really got cut, the slanted part, was out here, basically the outer wing
So did you
and
cut
the
the tail
anhedral.
in first?
In this one's case, this one's case I kind of did. I knew I was going to cut tails into it, so yeah, I mean, like before I cut the STE, I gave it the tails, and then decided like, well, I'm going to cut the STE outside of it because I could just as easily continue the slant. I just didn't want to. Wanted to see what this is like. This one also flies really good. It seems to like that extra tail back there. Of course, this one's also an amp, so this is
Yeah, I could tell.
what was it you were talking about? The you guys were just saying cardstock. Yeah, this is not exactly file fold. Well, no, you know what? This is file folder. This is folder paper. So, yeah, it's kind of like cardstock. Mark knows what these is. Mark, you've thrown these before, obviously. So
Yeah,
you've seen these firsthand.
I don't know how you fold that.
Well, you're maintaining the plane, but of course you're not doing all your standard, like, this isn't a typical phase, like it isn't a fold over and then fold over again. This is a fold over, then cut, then continue all the rest of your folds. There's no way I'd probably get it out of there if it was a regular phase.
So it's... Wait, what? So you folded it in half and then cut it in half?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Because,
then,
yeah.
And then fold it?
And then continue all the rest as you would if it was folded in half. Because, yeah, out of anything thicker, yeah, there's no way in hell I'd be able to get that, especially in the nose. And the balance would be way off it.
I don't know how...
That's what I was thinking.
I don't know how you got that to fold anyways, with even just like 2 triangle folds.
It's not that. I know we need to do a flight video. We got to do a flight video. What we need to do is do a meetup sometime and get a flight video. Of course, it rains down there all the damn time apparently, so it can't come down there.
Yeah, you ain't not down here. Not down here.
But like I said, I just wanted to show you these, like, because again, when you open up the world, when you get those dual fins from the rear wing, as I call them, you start doing that, you've got like so many you can play with. This is just a couple of the options you've got. There's so much you can do to those to see what the plane likes better. And like some of these are going to fly so good. Some of them are going to fly like crap. Just depends on the kind of plane you got. But again, with Ekron's durability, I think you can probably use most of these and,
Yep.
Be all right.
And that's the thing. I might upscale it too. So
Yeah.
I might stick with this bigger size. I might stick with this size.
Turn it into your like fighter bomber or something.
No, this might be. I mean, I don't have a phase to compare to, so here's a spider. So
Okay, yeah.
So
Well,
standard.
I mean, yeah, dude. If it's a long range, if it's a long, a long range plane in that size, yeah, you could make it the fighter bomber. That's a good example of it. You want the fighter bomber to fly kind of spider-like, phase-like. The fighter bomber does not do like the regular bombers where it just like, straight across. No, they glide.
But what if? What if it was just my regular strike plane?
At that size? I mean, it could be.
But again, that's up to you. You want to make your striker that big? Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
I mean, I don't.
Black beast, man. What in the hell?
Oh, he went back and watched that part.
If you make that your striker, though, I mean, if you make it that big as your striker, what are you going to do with the little ones? Are you going to still use them or no?
These might be the dead.
The dead?
Yeah.
Not a bad idea. The striker can carry a bigger weapons load.
I was like, oh, this is number 19. I did do a slanted one. Oh, and then I realized that no, I'm just now folding number 19.
If you want,
So
I could probably.
dumb.
I don't know if you. I don't like. If you want to get like some of these involved, I can take some pictures of these. Well, I mean, you got the video now of these two. But like, so you have various ideas of how many different types of tailplanes you can play with. I mean, I have others. Of course, I've burned others because they were suck. The ones that you see are the ones that have lasted this long because they're good. So obviously, I'm not going to take one from I'm not going to take this one that's 15 years old and keep it around if it sucks.
Yeah.
This one I showed. There's another one I got too. This one I showed. I don't know if you remember this one because it's all black, but you see the way those are cut into that?
I do remember that.
Yeah. You see the way those are cut into it?
Yeah, those are like diamonds almost.
Yeah. I mean, there's plenty of ways to do it for your... Yeah. You have so many options. I think like... I don't know. If you're going to have... Tailplanes are so easy to play with. And like, a lot of times you're going to get a lot of good usage out of it. So... Do you have any way that you can, like, lengthen Ekron? Or is it always got to be that size? Like, that long?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's normally
you
a
said
square.
You could enlarge it.
It's normally a square, so... There's not really lengthening anything other than enlarging everything on it.
Show me one of your bodies a second.
Now, I could, like I did with... Oh, what the... I could do...
Black these, man.
So, like... I could probably go... See, this didn't really make it longer, though, doing it this way. So I have these two different ones. You can see the size difference here.
Oh, you made... Oh, yeah, it didn't really make it longer. It just made, like, the wings broader.
Yeah, this one, the taller one, is the standard size. So this is the standard size, and this is the smaller one.
Okay.
This was made out of the extra paper. So what I could probably do is do use a... I don't know. I'll have to think about it.
Well, it's a square sheet, right? Use a square sheet.
It typically is a square, yes.
Okay,
The standard is a square. I just started this last week doing these last 2 weeks doing the 5x6. So if I if I do like an 8x6 and then fold it the other direction, I might be able to make it longer.
A 5x6 instead of... Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, here's the thing. You could still do it with your basic square. Wait a minute. There are sixes? You start at sixes?
Yes. Standard is a 6x6 square.
Okay. I'm gonna. Yeah. No, you know what? Screw it. I don't have to build an Ekron to show you. I can. Okay, watch. The way you can lengthen it. Like, wait. Show me. Flatten one of those bodies for me real quick in front of me. Let me see one of the ones you got. So.
Hang on.
clearing it out, people.
Okay.
Get a whole thing here.
Let's get the extra little scraps out of the way here. Okay. So this is what you want?
Yeah. Now, like, just take one of the wing pockets and unfold it for me so I can see your first triangle. That is like the first triangle right there, right?
Yep, that's the first triangle.
Okay. So, what you do, right, how you can make it longer, quote unquote, with just that plane, take that triangle and don't take it to the point. Do like this. I mean, you'll have to, you got to reverse fold it to make sure they make the same point, but give it this stubby by taking the triangle and not folding it down to your keel. Your center fold is like this. Don't fold that triangle all the way down. Fold it up a little bit.
How does that make it
So
longer?
it leaves you with a snub nose, but then when you follow it with your next fold,
See, like, actually, here, hold on. I'm doing this wrong. You kind of can't see this. Okay, I'm gonna make this plane. This plane's not gonna fly. It's an asymmetrical design plane, and you guys know this. But like,
okay, so one side of this is built.
okay, can you see that?
This one, the right, your left side, my right side, is built with a normal triangle all the way down.
You see, it comes back, and your like the tail plane here is only about 3/4 of an inch.
Yep.
Now, when I did it this way and stunted it, now there's a flat nose there. You see the wing pockets don't meet because it shortened it up. It shortened up this fold here, and now there's a full inch, a little bit more than an inch of space down here by the anhedrals.
So how did you do that one? Did you just slant it?
Well, no, like I said, just that first triangle, don't take it down to your keel. Your first fold, when you fold it in half, when you fold the first triangle,
Don't bring it all the way down to the bottom. Keep it up off of it a little bit. Maintain some space. In this case, I think I made it.
a 1/4 of an inch.
And then so the second fold
It-
follows what line?
The second fold, you can take it all the way down if you want. I mean, well, you should, because that's how you're going to get your regular body. It's still going to be your plane. If you like, you could, of course, alternately just fold and match the triangle again, but then, and you will make it longer, but then you're starting to talk about like it's going to be a different plane. I mean, literally, that starts to change like its whole outlook, and I don't know how it would affect it if you do it to Ekron, because I've never built an Ekron before. But I see the way you get your wing pockets, and that really might change the way your wing pockets come out. So I wouldn't recommend doing that one. Just do the first triangle away from the keel, and then do your second one as normal. And that, like I said, it doesn't, like, you guys, if you played with it, you know what I'm talking about. It doesn't exactly lengthen your plane, but it does because, as you can see, when you do it this way, with more anhedral, with more space back here of straight line, there's more space to play in the tail end. That's where you're lengthening it. Because if it was just this normal triangle, you'd only have, see how hard it would be to create a slanted trailing edge with like, less than an inch of space from here.
Yep.
If you still wanted it flat, you'd have to start here somewhere. Whereas on this side, you got a lot more that you could slant the trailing edge off.
Yep.
That's where you're lengthening.
And that's how you do that.
And that's how what I used to do with like the phase. That's how the phase 1 was made, because you needed a notebook sheet of paper, because you needed the lines on a notebook sheet of paper to know how far away from the keel you had to fold down. And you can measure that. You can pre-measure that with the plane that you're starting. Like if you mark in your case with Ekron, if you're going to fold it, your center line you put at whatever mark you got there, and then say like, okay, a 1/2 inch away, I'm going to bring my triangle a 1/2 inch away. But you could play with any line and see how much space you can create. Like, screw it, I'm going to go 2 inches away, and then make your triangle way the hell out here. Now, this is rough. I'm just giving you the example. But see, then your triangle, look at how much snub nose you got. But again, when you start bringing, when you bring your other triangle in here, you still got a little bit of a snub, but now you got a ton of place to play back here.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't even thought about that, really.
Yeah, so, I mean, again, yeah, that's how you get more space to play with the wing area.
That's...
And I mean, if you use regular Xerox sheets or clean sheets, you'll need to mark it
As to see how much space you want to play with. Like, again, marking
1/4 of an inch, 1/2 inch, 1 inch, whatever. The original plane that, I don't know if you remember it. Well, no, you never got a chance to see it, I think. Did you?
I don't know.
I'm trying to remember if you did or not. No, you did. You did. I showed it to you. It was in the palace. You remember JO689, number 067? It used to be the star of my birds. It was built the day it said, June 6th, 89. But that was part of a run of exactly those. I built, like, I can't remember, I think it was 10 sheets of notebook paper. And I did literally all the way up. I stepped them each up. With the notebook paper folded in half perfectly, I had one line, okay, number one was like no space, and it was a regular triangle.
And the next one up, I did like a quarter of an inch. The next one up, I did a half inch, and I folded that first triangle a half inch away,
And I kept stepping it all the way up to 3. I had each different model, so there was a different fold and nose for each different model. Number 67 was the one that had a half inch. 66 had a quarter inch. 65 was the one that had nothing. But like it went all the way up to like 73, which had 3 inches or something like that, which is like basically a phase 1. But that was in essence a way to just test out how much space I had to play and who did better with what. Something else. I mean, again, I highly recommend doing something like that. But if you don't have notebook paper, you'll have to measure it out yourself. Just, again, keep that in mind. So you're playing with like a half inch. Like, oh, I'm going to mark it down. Here's my fold. Go. And
Yeah.
that's good tech talk.
That was off on a tangent. Yeah, so that wraps everything up. All right, have a good night. No,
And-
I think my tangent is going to be the stinking weather, though.
It kind of gets frustrating, don't it? You
And
can't fucking...
And them bees.
I would taper cardstock too. I mean, like that. Again, that's probably the safest bet to make sure that you can fly it in any weather and any bee attack. Have bees ever attacked your planes?
No, not yet.
Have birds?
No, not yet.
Oh, that one I've had. I've had
Has-
bats and birds attack my plane.
Has churn? Yes.
Oh yeah, you've had children. Yeah, children love your planes. I can definitely attest to that.
Yeah. That was like from day one. Churn be messing up my stuff.
He had so much problems. Like every one of his planes would land, and someone in particular would go and grab. Oh, that's the plane, and he'd be like, "Oh no, don't grab it at the wing." Every time, dude. Every time. It was.
Yep.
It wasn't fun to watch, but it was funny to watch.
It was brutal.
It was a brutal battle. No more tech out of you then? Is that what you're saying?
I don't even know, man. I don't even know.
Are you going to leave it like that?
That one, this one, yeah. This one, yes. I'm gonna just
Okay.
leave that slanted fuselage in there and, call it a day with that STE. But that means
Okay.
That means I need to instead of slanting it this way, I need to try to start slanting reverse.
You can't with that. You almost have to with that if you want to keep your anhedrals with like a flat area. If you don't want to diamond them, because you cut any STE in that and they're going to be like triangles.
Well, yeah, but I just trim off that little sliver just enough to give it a slant. And it
Or hey, you know what? You could do a compound. You could compound the STE. So you could save the anhedrals. And I know you're going to say like what? But I anticipate that. What I mean is, like where your anhedrals are, you cut the anhedrals the one way, right? Like so. So it goes inward, and then you can cut, like if you were planning, I don't know if you were planning on, but you can cut the reverse slant trailing edge into it this way so they can meet, and then your anhedral still has the outside slant while your anhedral, the wing has the inside slant. Because I can see that happening with that plane. Yeah, with that.
Kick it this, because this goes out this way, so I need to come in this way.
Right.
And slant that.
And you could, that way you could leave the anhedral almost alone. Almost.
And just slant it to the here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have. Let me see if I got one of those handy. I should. I've got like everything else in file. I mean, you could leave it totally alone. I gotta have one of those, seriously.
Cut in just a little bit. And then come down.
That was what I was thinking, right? Yeah, that. I can't believe I don't have one of those present. Well, son of a douche. Skadoosh. All right. But you know what I'm saying. Yeah, it's basically reversing that cut. Only on the anhedral, so you can play with it. Again, because that's all that matters. You know, you're just doing that. Oh, fuck it. I can use this one. I'm going to use a plane to give you an example. Yeah, this one's a little bit crushed up. There's a phase 1 from earlier. But, so... Okay, so you're dealing with it right now the way it is, right? It's perfectly straight, yes?
This one, no.
Oh.
None of mine are.
What's a little bit off?
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, I cut it already.
Oh. So, okay, well, again, what you could do is...
That.
This is a major no-no, but...
And then that. And see, then you have...
But see, this is now the slanted trailing edge. And this one comes back to meet it, so... See what I'm saying? So the bottom of the anhedral was not played with. So you still have a long line there instead of continuing here. You know, if you follow the trailing edge from the wing and then all the way down, you'd have almost nothing there. On my plane, that's going to have plenty, but yours would be stopped there. But that's what I mean, is if you zigzagged it, if you made a compound, then it wouldn't be so bad. You wouldn't be losing so much. Again, these are all kind of little things you can do with so much of that, you know, with the little cuts that you can make changes to.
Interesting.
You got a lot of exploring to do, man. You got a lot of exploring to do.
got a lot of exploring to do.
And you need the rain to stop.
I do need the rain to stop. I think I'm going to be on later this week, so...
Now I got to even this one up. What you saying? You saying we good? Are we covered?
I think we are. I think we got what we needed to get. We got the new look used.
Well, did you do what little update? Oh, you did the little tweaking. Did you do the tweaking that you wanted to do on the multi-screen?
Oh, yeah, because on the not on the multi-screen, but definitely on the sheets.
Yeah, on the sheets.
I tweaked that one a little bit more. So let's
try to recover this plane.
Man, I like that one versus that one.
He apparently likes that one, folks.
Yeah, I like that one.
Kept it even. All right.
He
likes that.
So go ahead and send it.
People, thanks for showing up. Was a great show. We got some good talking in. We got to accomplish what we want to do. And yeah, was good. Hope to see y'all again next week. But until then, keep flying.